Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to All Things Podcast SA. And today we have another news, not a breaking news, but news that just came out from IOL. IOL says Floyd Shivambu excluded from MK Party's parliamentary list for now. And then let me read the article for you. Speaking to IOL, MKP spokesperson Shamulo Ndlela said they were busy with the process of ensuring that the parliamentary list was submitted. Ndlela dismissed claims that Shivambu was not on the list intentionally, but rather because they had to follow the parliamentary process. We are trying to fast track this process with the Speaker. We are amending the list of people who should be in Parliament at the moment, he said. When the Electoral Commission of South Africa (IEC) opens the first window for candidate list modifications, which is set for June 6 to 12, his name is anticipated to be on it. However, sources within the MK party have informed IOL that there is a significant debate surrounding Shivambu's redeployment to parliament, with some members expressing their opposition to the move. A lot of comrades are uncomfortable working with him after the unnecessary changes he implemented shortly after being appointed as the Secretary General, said one source. However, Zuma was kind enough to insist he is assigned to parliament because many comrades wanted him removed from the organization. Removed from the organization? So a lot of comrades want Floyd out of MKP. Another source mentioned that even if Shivambu were to go to parliament, he is unlikely to last long as those in influential positions view him as a threat. Shivambu was aware of all the risk when he was appointed, and some influential figures did not take kindly to that. So it is said here that um, some people wanted Floyd Shivambu, in fact, out of the party. They did not want him redeployed to parliament. They just wanted him out of MKP. Then it was Zuma who said, no, 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 no. Instead of taking Floyd Shivambu out of the party, let me send him to parliament. And it is said that they view Floyd as a threat. So now, from this letter or from this news from IOL today, we can now say that Floyd Shivambu is not being removed as MKP because of incompetence or because of Izemafikizolo or because of anything. It's because some leaders, the article says, some leaders in official position, in the official positions there, or National High Command, or whatever the high structures of MKP is, some people there in that structure view Floyd as a threat. But as a threat to what? I thought he was there to build the party. All right. And then there are some people who are saying that this source who says Shivambu, okay, let me go to this. A lot of comrades are uncomfortable working with him after unnecessary changes he implemented shortly after being appointed as the Secretary General, said one source. However, Zuma was kind enough to insist that he goes to parliament. So this is what we hear today. So we still have a few days before that name submission is closed. I think they say it's from 6 to 12 January. So for now, as it stands now, as I'm recording this video, as it stands now, Floyd's name is not in the list that is going to the parliament for changing for adding new members in parliament for this season. So igama lika Floyd alikho lapho ke okwamanje. Asazi ukuthi kuyoze benini ke, but mhlawumbe uNdlela uyasho ukuthi they are working very hard ukuthi ba-include igama lika Floyd. So sizobona ke as days goes by ukuthi uFloyd ngempela uba khona noma kanjani. Kodwa okwamanje igama lakhe alikho elisting eyeParliament. All right. And then on my previous video, I spoke of Dr. Kehlelezi, and I said because some was suggesting that Dr. Kehlelezi belongs to one of the groups that does not want Floyd Chivambu. And I said, no, 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 no. I listened to Kehlelezi speak in a podcast, and he said if Floyd, until Floyd is going through a lot, but if Floyd can be, can be patient, and stay put, he sees him as the next leader. You understand? And indeed, there was a video that I saw. Well, I don't have the video now, and then I won't put it. There's a video of Kehlelezi posting. I don't know whether it was yesterday or today, where he says, he belongs to no group. He belongs to no faction. He is one man. Nothing uyimele uKhehlelezi. He does not belong to two group. He does not belong to any group, or it's a Tutu group, or it's a Kanyile group, or no to Khehlelezi. He said it on his own mouth, by his own mouth, with his own mouth. He said that I don't belong to any grouping. I am one man. I stand for myself. So yes, Ukeshelezi is not part of any group. He said that himself. Well, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, that's your cake. That's your cake. We just give you news as they are. So that's the thing. And then so indaba kaFloyd ihamba lapho, indaba kaFloyd ihamba lapho. So we'll see as things continue. So there were posters that we used in the previous videos. These two posters that you see there, we used these posters, and there was a lot of people saying, "But where do these posters come from?" And then Rasebi said these posters caused havoc. People thought I was behind it. And the person, I don't know if it's true, Mama Winnie M23, I don't know if it is true, but she posted and said, Commanders, Ninga Ingami. Mina, I was just building up from where the chess master ended. I'm the one behind these posters and just wanted to tell you that you must understand underground politics as an MK member. Floyd and Ngamalala choreographed the Malawi trip as Kesini. So these posters of ground forces march, Mama Winnie claims to say, look, guys, these are my posters. So if these are her posters, it means there are no ground forces that are going to march. There's no march. In other words, on the because it's an individual. So if it's an individual, then it's not gonna materialize because it was not like a group of ground forces that came together and said, "This is what we're gonna do." It was just one person saying, "Look, I'm putting out posters out there," and now the person coming out to say, "Look, guys, those posters are from me." So if the posters are from Mama Winnie, then it means there will be no protest. There will be no protest because just an individual, unless these ground forces will come together and take it further. Yeah, yeah, but that's just that I thought I should update you on that one. And all right, so let me see what else I can share with you today. Let me see what else I can share with you today. Oh, in other news today, in other news today, MDN news. I think this broke yesterday. They say South Africa's only driver's license printer has been down for over a month. South Africa's transportation system is facing a mounting crisis as the nation's only driver's license card printer has been offline for over a month since April, leaving a backlog of 733,000 unprinted. So there's a problem with the driver's license printing machine. It's offline. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Other news. In other news, the Insight Factor has a leaked audio. They said leaked audio part one. Makaka Hitman. They say the self-confessed hitman behind the killing of Sindiso Makaka is heard discussing with the ANC Mdu Alani regarding the 600,000 rand he is owed for the hit by former municipal manager Zweli Pansis Korsana. Hey, more exclusive links to follow. So you can go to at Insight Factor. You can go to at Insight Factor for more news, more details. And also with this driver's license, you can also go to MDN News for more. We are just sharing the news with you today. And in other news, Helen Z says she's interested in running for Joburg mayor. Umagogo, yes, Umagogo's got all the time. Helen Zil says she's interested in running for Joburg mayor. I don't know what you make of that, but she wants to be Joburg mayor. Do you think she's too old? If it was Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma saying that I want to run for, in fact, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, people said, no, you're too old, Mama. You're too old, Mama. But is there anybody saying that Helen Zil is old? She says she wants to run for Joburg Mayor. And MKP, MKP wrote a letter and say we distance ourselves from not distance ourselves. They reject Helen Z running as the mayor for Johannesburg, and Marxist Leninist responded to that. He said, what nonsense is this? You understand? And again, I think yeah, Marxist Leninist responded and reacted to the message of MKP rejecting Helen Zell. Is it MK's business to reject Helen Zell? I think any political party can put any of their member, to be anything they want, as long the member qualifies. So if Helen Zell qualifies, then so be it. You understand? This is what they did with John Hlophe. They wanted him to sit at the JSC. And political parties, I mean, both DA and others, they fought that thing. You understand? So is MK doing the same thing that these other parties? And MK was saying, no, we have a right to field our own candidate because they qualify. So if Helen Zell qualifies, I mean, really, must we jump up and down and say, no, Makoko, Salikaya? You know, if it was Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, a lot of us, a lot of people will be saying, no, Mama, you're too old. Hambe uhlale ekhaya, uhlale nabazukulu, ukhulisa abantwana, yeka lento lena yobume. But now ugogo Helen Zille, she says, yeah, I'm not rejecting. I'm liking the idea. I can run as the Joburg mayor, Joburg mayor. All right. Well, this is what we have for you for now. And thank you all for subscribing. The channel has grown. Man, the channel has grown from nine subscribers, and then now when I checked, we had 85. So in 4 days, we have reached 85 subscribers. Thank you. Let's push it to 100. Let's push it to 100. Thanks to all who subscribed, and thank you all for your messages. I do check your messages. I do receive your messages. I do get your feedbacks, and then one day I will do a video just dealing with your responses and your feedbacks and your questions. Thank you all for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button, and let's grow the channel together. Have a wonderful day. See you on the next one. Bye bye.